Roderick O'Gorman, TD, published a tweet in 2021 in 8 different languages promising to end direct provision centres and to provide the luxury of own-door accommodation. In short, he was rightly accused of advertising Ireland as a soft-touch policy to the world. At that time, it was known migrants were coming here with fake documents. The media played a massive role in pushing the narrative of the government, and anyone who disagrees are labelled far right, hard right, right wing, etc. This is the usual ploy to demonise people of different opinion to the establishment narrative. Just recall all the various types of so-called phobes used to undermine genuine debate. They are also playing a role in spreading misinformation to play down the significance of certain events. Recently there was a protest in Dublin. The media said there was hundreds attended. In fact, there was thousands and thousands. Across the country we've witnessed nursing homes and hotels closing down and reopening as IPA centres. Hotel owners, among others, see money signs and are buying up B&Bs, warehouses and using them to house asylum seekers and refugees. Some being housed in what can only be described as inhumane conditions. This is sheer greed with no regard for anyone but themselves.
I didn't come here to make a political speech. I came here to support the people and the local people of Claremorris in relation to what we have been dealing with for the last number of weeks. Now, we have made some progress in the last number of weeks. We continue to make progress. And I'm not here either, I will say, to vilify anybody from my own town. Anybody, whether it's a property owner or anybody else. I'm here to work with them, to work with you, and to ensure that we can come to a reasonable and fair agreement on this. I want to make sure that you know and that it goes out right, loud and clear that Mayo County Council were the only county council in Ireland to stand up and be counted in relation to this refugees. Not one other county council came along. Then we were told by the Taoiseach that we can't have it a la carte. You can't be an a la carte Mayo man. Well, I'll tell you one thing, I can send it back to the Taoiseach that I'll be out on the doorstep the next time and I'll give him a bit a la carte.
Can you tell us, sorry?
I'm not here for answering questions.
No, just on what you said there about the council and the motion that was passed. I'm just wondering, like I was at the meeting there the last week and I was expecting some update. Like, do we know if the Mayo County Council, if the executive or senior management have done as the motion stated, as in to cease cooperation?
Correct.
That has been the case?
Correct.
Cool.
Now, in relation to migration and immigration and whatever.
Yeah.
We have other business to do with the departments also.
Yeah. And GP access is a major concern for many people. Over the last number of years, 3 GPs have retired from the town. And at the moment, there's simply only 2 GP practices working. And those practices have taken on hundreds of additional patients in Claremorris, absorbed hundreds of additional international patients as well. And I've been told that from the GP practices themselves that patients from Tuam, from Castlereagh are now migrating to Claremorris because many GP practices are no longer taking on GP practices. The other issue then is in relation to crime. But the population of Mayo has increased dramatically over the last couple of years, and despite this, only 1 new Garda recruit has been appointed to the entire county of Mayo. We've got a major issue in terms of a significant increase in population on the one hand, and on the other hand, the downgrading of services, whether it be healthcare, GP access, crime, etc. The other issue then in relation to this is the travel documentation. 40% or 5,000 international applicants arrived at Dublin Airport last year with no travel documents. Many of these people came from EU countries, and in fact every country requires and every airport requires a travel document to board a plane, no matter where it is. And despite this, over 5,000, 40% of applicants arrived into Dublin Airport with absolutely no documents or false documents.
I'm living in the general Claremorris area for the last 24 years. I'm in Claremorris town for the last 13 years. I'm involved in plenty of stuff in the community. I set up our own local community alert area. I'm currently chairman of that. I'm involved with GA Club, several different things around the town. I have nothing to do with any political party. I'm out to support this simply because I'm a concerned parent living in the community. I have a daughter who is on the autism spectrum. Impossible to get hospital appointments, doctor's appointments, anything. She waits weeks for the simplest of things. Trying to get into the healthcare system to get her seen, specialists, anything, absolutely impossible. She's waiting 18 months, 20 months. She's waiting for us to have a simple procedure done. She has waited 3 years for it. God knows when she's going to be called for it. He has decided he's going to do what he wants with it. He doesn't care what the public think. He's laughing at the public. He's a clear morals man. And the way I see it, if he can turn around and shit on his own doorstep like this, he cares about nobody in Clamaris. He will do what he wants to do, and that's it. He doesn't care. Like was said already, there's a school across the road. I have 19-year-old kids, after doing the leaving cert, hoping to get a job, get their own accommodation here in this town. There isn't a hope of it. They can't get a room to rent. They're talking about a couple of years' time settling down buying a house. They're looking about, I don't know where they're going to go. You have to move out to Clamaris. It's the same in every town. And until the people come together like they have this evening and stand up to the likes of this and everything that's going on, there's plenty more places around the town. They're in it already. They're in it, they're moved in overnight. It's done in the darkness of night so nobody knows what's going on. But unless people are prepared to stand together and fight against it, we're going to be walked all over.
You guys are here tonight and it's brilliant to stand up for your communities, okay? Fair play to you. Because you know what, at home, there's many people at home sat there looking at the mobile phones, looking at the computers, and they're not out here fighting. They're not out here fighting for their country. This is now a critical situation. We're at a critical point, okay? The men of 1916 did not give their lives for this to happen. The blood of Michael Collins did not pour on the ground of Béarn-na-Bláth for nothing. The hunger strikers did not give their lives for nothing. So it's time, everybody now, stand up and defend your communities. Because this is now an invasion, okay? It's not time to sit around. It's time to stand up, get out of your houses, and stand here and fight! Eircom.